as a consumer, what do I prefer, and I would actually like to hear from the people listening. What do you guys prefer? Do you prefer your favorite artist to drop year after year after year after year, or like Drake, drop multiple albums in the span of 2-3 years? Or do you like your artists to be like Kendrick, or to a lesser extent like J. Cole, where you drop a classic or drop an album and then you go ghost for 3, 4, 5 years and then drop another album? I think 2022 is probably the first year where I truly felt the oversaturation of music. And I truly had that feeling that there is too much music being dropped. Now, I'm a person that loves music. I've said this even on a sports podcast. I've said if I had to give up watching sports for the rest of my life or listening to music for the rest of my life, it's sports easy. I don't think I can ever give up listening to music for the rest of my life. And I'm a person that has a very, I'm not going to say eclectic. I just listen to a lot of different things. I listen to rap. I listen to R&B. I listen to gospel. I just listen to, if it's good music, it's good music. And I was never that person that says that there's too much music. I know that that feeling has been around before 2022, but I was never that person because I'm always under the impression good music is going to find its target. Good music is going to find you. And if it's not good, it's not going to find you. That's always what I've lived with. And that's always how I've gone about it. So if I don't hear something, and I'm not saying it's not good, or I'm not saying it's trash. I'm not saying it's not good to everyone. If I don't hear it, that means I didn't need to hear it. Like, if it doesn't, and I'm not saying that I'm the gatekeeper of music or whatever, but for me, if I don't hear it, I didn't need to hear it. But in 2022 was the first year I was like, damn, there's like a lot of music coming, like week, and it's still like that to a certain extent, week after week after week after week, new album after new album. And then I was thinking about myself. And selfishly, I can appreciate both approaches. And selfishly, I probably appreciate let's just call it the Drake approach in some instances. And that obviously is drop multiple albums in the span of 2 to 3 years, maybe 4 years, compared to the Kendrick, let's call it, way of going about it. And that's dropping an album, going ghost for 5 years, and then dropping another album. I think what determines that for me is the quality. And I think where people get upset with Drake, it's not the fact that he drops bad music. I don't think Drake drops bad music at all. And I think if anyone said that Drake drops bad music, obviously that's their opinion, and I'm not here to try to change your mind. I'm not here saying you're wrong. Your opinion is your opinion, and I respect your opinion. I just disagree. I don't think Drake drops bad music. What Drake does, though, is Drake drops good albums. I think Her Loss was good. I think For All the Dogs was good. I I've been on record and saying I completely hated honestly Nevermind outside of like two or three songs. But consistently Drake drops good music. But I think the issue when we talk about Drake and when we talk about people the caliber of Drake, which there isn't much. There's three people that are on Drake's level as far as rap. Drake is a great artist. Drake is a great artist. Drake has dropped great albums. You can debate with somebody else if it's a classic or not, but Take Care was a great album. Nothing Was the Same was a great album. And we've heard great. So I think that's why people get so upset when now they hear good. Because good is not great. I really enjoy For All the Dogs. It wasn't great. But then you look at Kendrick. People can feel how they feel about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and you're right for feeling how you feel. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here saying you're wrong. You have your opinion. In your opinion, I respect your opinion. But I think that Kendrick has not dropped an album that wasn't great. Everything that Kendrick has dropped is great. Which is why I think people, while you can be upset, because I was upset from him, like, bruh, Damn is a great album, bro. Where the hell is Kendrick Lamar? But then I get Mr. Morale and the Big Star was like, oh, I get it. I get it. And then I look at his track record, Section 80, to me, great album or mixtape, whatever you want to call it. Good Kid, Mad City, classic, in my opinion. Damn, classic, in my opinion. To Pimp a Butterfly, classic for a lot of people. I think great album. And the fact of there's so much music that comes out today, and I still to this day go to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I'm considering that a classic. Do I think it's better than Good Kid, Mad City? No. But I do think that is a classic in my opinion. So when I look at Drake and I look at Kendrick, and to a lesser extent J. Cole, because J. Cole isn't as bad as Kendrick as far as dropping and then leaving the earth for 5 years and then coming back and hear album. J. Cole isn't that bad, but J. Cole is kind of closer to Kendrick than he is to Drake. I think it's about quality. And I think that if you're constantly dropping albums, you know who's a perfect example of this? And I'm going to, here's where the engagement comes. Oh boy, here's where the engagement comes. And people are I'm going to get so much hate. Oh boy, Brittany, be ready to observe the comment section. You know who's a perfect example of this, to my opinion? Oh boy, here we go. NBA YoungBoy is a perfect example of this. Again, you can feel how you feel. I'm not here disrespecting anybody. I'm not here disrespecting anyone's opinion. NBA YoungBoy doesn't make music that I like. There have been songs that I've liked, but I don't think there's ever been a whole album of NBA YoungBoy that I like. Again, features, he's been good. Certain songs, like there have been songs that I've liked. I'm not saying I've liked any songs. But the NBA YoungBoy doesn't make music that I like, that I can quote unquote appreciate. And he continues to drop album after album. I think last year alone, he dropped 3 albums, I think. I know for sure 2, but I think it was 3. That to me is like, oh, man. My opinion, just my opinion, I think that NBA YoungBoy doesn't make music that differentiates from itself enough to drop as much as he drops. To me, that takes away. I can't get with that. I can't get with someone dropping, in my opinion, the same type of music time and time and time and time, multiple times in 1 year. It's like, cool. I understand that people love NBA YoungBoy, and for y'all, that is y'all lane and y'all love that. Cool. That's not for me. And Drake, while I don't think he makes music that sounds exactly the same, he continues to make good albums. But people are looking for that great. And I think that's what differentiates him between Kendrick. Kendrick continues to drop great albums. Some would even consider classics like myself. It just take much longer. So Travis Scott does that too. I know a lot of people, for some reason, bash Utopia. I'm not going to say for some reason. If you didn't like Utopia, you didn't like Utopia. But I think that's a great album. And I think it's so great because I know in my mind, I didn't think that there was ever, Travis Scott could ever top Rodeo, or Travis Scott could ever top Astroworld. But I think that Utopia is up there, if not better than those. And maybe it's recency bias because I keep listening to Utopia. But Travis Scott, now I also understand that there was tragedy involved, why he had to take a little break. But I think it's about quality. If you consistently drop like a Kendrick, or not Kendrick, like Drake, and it's good music, then I get that, and I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. But I also would put you in that good music category. Like I'll put you in that. He doesn't make great albums, but he makes really good albums. Or you can be like Kendrick and disappear, drop, and make great albums all the time. I think it's about quality for me. What is the quality of music? If your quality is good, I'd have no problem you dropping multiple albums, 2-3 albums in 2-3 years, 4 years. I have no problem in that. But it's just about the quality of music. Because I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it, but don't be NBA YoungBoy in my opinion. And that's dropped multiple albums in the same year, and they all sound the same. Oh man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.